Hi everyone, my name is Barb Cook. The purpose of this demo is to introduce you to the Piece of Cake inventory tracking tool for direct sales customers, specifically for NORX consultants. This is a pretty detailed demonstration to hopefully show you the benefits of the tool. As with any of my products, this tool is not designed to replace an accountant, but rather to work in conjunction with one. The first screen that you're going to see when you open the tool is the terms of use. By clicking on OK, you're saying, yes, I accept the terms of use. If you want to check the terms from time to time, you can it shows you where the link is in Facebook to actually see the terms in case they get modified. And it's a good idea to check them. The second screen you're going to be presented with is the package price update reminder. And it says, make sure that you check the package prices before you enter data into the inventory track sheet. So from time to time, the vendor may change the prices, and you want to be able to have the control to change those prices yourself. So I'm going to show you how to access the package prices and the price page where you can make those changes, and you can do that at any given time as you're entering your inventory. So as with all of my work or my tools, there's an instruction sheet that just gives you a quick summary of the pertinent things that you need to do when you're working with this tool. If you need more information, of course, you can always contact me via email. There are two data entry pages, the revenue summary and the inventory track. I'm going to start with the inventory track because this is where you do pretty much all of the work. Again, with any of my tools, anything that is blue, any column that is blue allows you to enter the data. So, for example, here you could change your province. If your province is not Ontario, if it's PEI, you could select PEI. And just leave it as Ontario for now. You enter one line of data for each product that you purchase. You enter the inventory information at the beginning, so the date purchased. You select the package name from a drop-down, the item name from a drop-down, and the price will automatically be generated. So if it wasn't actually a free product, if it was an individual price, the price will show up automatically. If for some reason that price is incorrect because there was a sale by the vendor, there was a really big deal that you could get these cloths for $10 each, you could enter the override price here. And it will show you your actual cost. It will be automatically calculated. Anything that's not in blue will be automatically calculated. So your shipping cost you would have to enter. For example, if you bought 20 products and shipping was $10, it would be 50 cents a product. Likewise, when you sell the products, you enter the date, the venue, which is mandatory, and you need to be consistent here, the sold price before tax, and then everything will be calculated. If the product was in fact free, we'll get rid of the override price because that's not valid anymore. HST has to be calculated because it has to be reported on free product because it's not calculated here. So that's the information that you would enter in the inventory track sheet. Now, as I said earlier, you might need to update package prices or prices for individual products. So you click on that button there, and it gives you the opportunity to change a price. So if the baby body pack went from $16.49 to $16.99, you would change it here. If the basic package went from $34.49 to $35.49, you could change it here. And all of the information would be reflected back on your inventory track sheet. I also added this little box here so that you know when the last time was that you actually updated your prices. So once you've updated all your prices as required, you would click on the hide package prices. However, before we do that, I want to show you one other feature. So say in September, some new products come out. You have the ability to enter the new product name and the price, and the information will appear in your inventory track sheet. So for example, I could enter whatever word I wanted here and the price here, and then I'll show you on the other page. So once you're finished updating your package prices, you click on hide package prices so it doesn't appear down here anymore. So, for example, now if I go down here, I didn't change the name, so you'll just see it as, it'll show up always under individual prices because it's not going to be part of a package. But if we go down to the bottom and we change product 1 to something else, it will come up as the name that we actually changed it to. And it's 0 because we didn't enter a price. But we're going to delete that for now because we don't need to enter a new product. But you have the ability. So again, if you want to update prices or package prices, you click here, show package prices for updating. And when you're done, you can hide them again. So then we have a number of buttons up at the top that are very useful. The first 3 are order by, and you can order by the item and the price, the purchase date, or the sold date. You would use this button, order by item and price, when you want to see exactly how much you paid for a given product at any given time. So the cleaning paste was bought as individual prices, have it all in Safe Haven. And you can see you pay different prices if you bought it as part of different packages or individually. And then you can decide over here which one you want to actually sell. So you put the date sold against the amount that you want to sell. This is useful because you might want to sell the one that was the most expensive, or you might want to sell the one that was the cheapest. It's up to you. Depends on if you want to make more profit or less profit, or show more profit or less profit, etc. The second one is the order by purchase date. If you click that, it's just going to sort it here by the date you actually purchased the product. And then the last one is order by sold date. And of course, it's going to show you the information based on the date and the show that you sold it at. There's 3 more buttons that are really useful here that I've created. And they're going to create summaries for you that will be very useful to you throughout the year. The first one is updating stock. And this one is going to show you your inventory at any given time. So I ran the update inventory and stock on the 31st of January. I also ran it earlier today just to show you sort of that each time you run it, you get another summary. So if it's now September and you have 10 of these and you want to go back to say, what would I have in inventory on January 31st? The information will be here and it doesn't change because once you run it, it stays here. The second summary that you can generate is the show sales. And when you click on show sales, you're going to get a screen asking if you want to proceed. You can only update summaries of show sales if there are 2 separate items for each date and venue combination. So that means that you'd have to have sold the Power Plus Laundry plus the travel pack at the women's show, or else the summary won't work. It will not generate properly if you don't have at least 2 separate items. So we do, and we say, yes, I want to proceed. So the show sales summary will show you the actual cost that you paid for an item, the sold price, the profit, the date sold, and then you'll see a total for each date or each show that you had. So for the February 5th show, women's show, it says you sold $403 worth of product, and the profit was actually $90.52. And the last one is the Update Show Summaries button. Now this one, again, it shows you, do you want to proceed? Because you have to have 2 separate items for each combination. We say yes. But this one is really useful because it shows you exactly what you sold in a really quick summary at each show. So next year, so say 2018, you go to the women's show and you say, what did I sell there? What was a good seller? The winter cloth was a good seller, and the Ultra Power Plus Laundry was a good seller. So maybe I need to take more of those with me next year. So this is just a quick summary, and it'll just keep adding as you have shows. It'll just keep adding the summaries below. So those are your 3 summaries: the show sales, the show summary, and the point in time stock and stock items. So your inventory at any given time. The other item, or the other information that gets generated out of this page, which is most useful to your accountant, is the inventory summary. And this just shows he or she on a month-by-month basis the actual product total cost, the profit reported, the cost to you as a consultant, what your sales were, what your profit was, and what your HST was. And this is really all you probably have to show your accountant. This information gets translated automatically to the revenue summary page, which looks very similar to your expense and revenue page. But it just gives you an opportunity to enter all of your revenue in one location. And again, anything that's blue, that's where you do your data entry. This is information that comes directly from the vendor. The inventory tracking data comes directly from the summary, so you don't have to enter anything. It just automatically populates. So this is just there for you if you want to do a summary on one page of your revenue. So that's about all there is, and that's what you do as far as entering the inventory and entering the sales. I recommend that because this spreadsheet is very complicated and you're entering a lot of data, that you save it regularly. And I always do the save in this order at the end. I save my workbook, And then I click on X because I want to exit the spreadsheet. And when I click on X, I'm going to get presented with this question here. Are you sure that you've entered the correct price paid and reported values or correct override price paid or price values? The reason that this is here is that prices change throughout the year, and you want to make sure that you lock in the prices for the dates that you actually bought the product and you sold, or that you actually bought the product and it appeared in inventory. So when you click on yes, it's going to actually hard code the information that you've entered, and it's not going to allow you to update it in the future. So you need to be really sure that this information is correct. If you're not sure, you just click on no, you recheck the prices, you go back to inventory check, and you make the modifications. Again, you just click on save before you do any of that. I'll save it, and I'll exit, and then I'll say yes, I'm ready, everything is right, so I'm going to say yes. But you still have an out, just in case you do this and you think, oh my God, I'm not really sure, I may want to go back and check that again later. You can click on don't save, and it won't save the hard-coded prices, it'll only save your formulas because you already clicked save before you started. If this isn't clear and you need more instruction on how this works, please send me an email or give me a call and I'll explain it to you, because it can be a little bit confusing. So you would say don't save. But I'm not going to say save or don't save here, because I'm going to go back to the title page just to remind you that my name is Barb Cook. I'm the creator of the Piece of Cake inventory tracking tool for direct sales, specifically for Norwex consultants. And I can be reached at cook.barb@gmail.com. And I hope this tool is of value and of interest to you. If you have any questions, please send me an email. If you have any comments, please send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a really great day.